and welcome to this Tuesday live. A lot of you wondering who's going to be joining me today. Well, today it is just me, so sad times for some of you. But that does mean that you guys are going to interact with me a little bit, as you always do. Basically, the longer you talk to me, the longer this goes on for. But I do have a load of stuff as well that I'm going to talk to you about and show you, and some exciting bits and pieces as well. First off, thank you very much to everyone who's been wishing me congratulations. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was amazing. Just to probably talk about it, Pete's now over in Florida, and I've only just got back, but I still feel jealous. But he's over there with his family. They're having a great time. So I am solo this week. I was going to be we were hoping I was going to be joined by Michael Chatelain, because he is along to our club this evening. He's going to be lecturing there. So, but unfortunately it didn't work out. So it is just me today. But do not fear, because I am here, and we also have a quiz. So let's get the crowd per up on the screen. For those of you who haven't done this before, it's very simple. You head over to CrowdPer and you're going to type in a code. Have we got it there, Chris?
I lost it.
Well, you know, anyone that's watched it will know that anytime I'm on my own, nothing ever works how it should. So there we go. That side, there we are. Crowdper.live, event code is J3E9Q. So you head over there, there's a little box at the top. Type that in, and the questions will be starting soon. It's a lot of fun. Basically, this week, if you've never done it before, you get points for how quick you answer, and also if you get it right. So if you answer it right and really quickly, you can keep yourself at the top of the leaderboard. And this week, I've actually only just read the quiz. It's quite easy, in my opinion. So a lot of opportunities here for you guys to win. And I'm going to be giving away this week the collection by Etienne Pradier. This is all of his DVDs, all accumulated into one set. If you haven't seen Etienne's stuff, check it out. It is amazing. He's probably one of the busiest workers in the UK. And this set contains French Breadwinners, Live at Houdini's, the professional repertoire of Etienne Pradier. It has Bloody Dogs and Signed Card in Silver Bottles. So pretty much all of his DVD work is all on here. And I'm going to give this away to the winner. So to get involved, you just have to go over to crowdper.live, open a new little window on your laptop or your phone, and type in the event code J3E9Q. And we'll be sort of peppering the questions throughout today's live. So it's only fair that I say some hellos as well, because you are watching out there. It's jumped up to like 42 of you, so thank you for joining me. I know it's a Tuesday afternoon, so to still get that many people is amazing. And give a blue mug away. Right, well, now we always say today is about you, and I'm going to make it about you. So you say give a blue mug away, I will give a blue mug away. As I'm on my own, I normally have lots of banter with somebody and we have a laugh. So whoever can make me laugh the most, tell me the funniest joke or the cheesiest joke. It can be completely up to you. I will randomly at the end give away one of these blue mugs. And we don't have that many. We only order them in like fives. So the only place to get one of these, you can't buy them, is to win it. And that's how I'm going to give it away today. So if you make me laugh, and Chris can be in on this as well. Let's get up the Chris cam. He is in there editing with me. There he is. Say hello, Chris. He hasn't put you put your mic on.
How about that?
I don't know. I can hear you anyway, but there you go. I would just say, for those of you who don't know Chris, you should probably know him by now. He does a lot of editing for our Alakazam Academies, which I must say have been going amazing. So thank you for all your support on them. Chris is also a very handy man, and is making some incredible magic stuff recently. He made me a wand for my Cups and Balls set, and it is absolutely amazing. So watch your space for Chris's stuff, because I have no doubt that it will be available soon. So, Chris, what's new?
From my end, not a lot.
Brilliant. Thanks for filling 0.4 seconds there for me, Chris. That's fine. Appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to close you off. Yeah, go. There we go. And let's head over to you guys. So let's take a look who we've got out there. Now, I am running on my own, so anything can happen. I'm going to be doing a little bit of magic news this week as well, and because there's quite a lot of bits and pieces going on throughout the UK. So let's say Gregory Hannon says hello, hope you're well, mate. Tony Hawkins, Rob Dodge, Fig Newton, Henry White. We've got who else? We've got Jeff Partner and many others of you. So I will name check as we keep going, and I will try and read as well, because normally Pete will present and I will read, so I'm going to try and do it all. Richard Groom says, I've had a text from the Nardstar. He said, go ahead and do the £1,000 giveaway. Why not? Who wants to sign? Shall we give away the Freak Show sign? I think we should. We'll see what happens. I have to, as well, this being a magic sort of vlog, I have to talk magic as well. And since I come back, there hasn't been a load of new stuff, but there's been a few bits and pieces. And I'm going to be showing you, I filmed something with Jamie, which is this week's vlog, but I'm going to give you a sneak preview of a performance from that vlog. We're going to talk about a couple of things because a few bits have come in. And also, if you're waiting for the gallery deck by Mark Spellman, which came in and went out in the time that I was away and sold out, so we're waiting on new stock for that, and that should be with us very, very soon. So if you want to make sure you get something from the new batch, then put your pre-order in now, and you can check out the video for the gallery and all the the crazy, amazing response we've had for that. So it's a great prop. Check that out. I'm going to talk about where should I start? Okay, first I'm going to start here. So luckily I got handed one of these when I come back to work. Perks of the job. Pete knows how much I love the Assassin wallet, and I've been using it long before I started working here. So I come back and Pete hands me one of these, and this is the Brown Assassin. I believe it's called, is it the Kensington? It's part of the London edition, and it is lovely. It's amazing. If you want to know any information about what it's, do you have any questions, please get them in. I am live here for the next hour, so any magic related questions, Alakazam related questions, anything I can help you with, please let me know and I will help you out. Will Dave talk about the deformer? I can talk about the deformer. I've had one on my desk waiting for me, and I went to type in the codes to see the handling for it today, and it didn't work. So I need to get onto Murphy's to get that code working, or maybe it's now become live. But I had a look at the gimmick of it, and it seems to me now. How do I say this? We're live. If you like metal bending, I think you're going to really like it. I think it seems to me like similar things are out there in different ways. But I'm sure once I put the video on, it's going to break down exactly what it does, and it's going to be, going to be good. But I don't want to give a full review on it yet, because I don't fully know how to use the gimmick. I know what the gimmick is, but I don't really know how he's utilising it in all the different ways, because I have seen similar things. Or you would look at it and go, isn't that so-and-so? I don't want to give you a review yet, because it's not going to be a fair review. So, yeah, watch the space for that. If you can help me, can you paint my house? No, if anything, I need to paint my own house, Simon. So let's keep this rolling, and oh no, before we do that, we'll take a little look at the counter, because obviously we're heading to get up to 14. Oh, no, that's the wrong one, mate. Wrong one, to the right. Cheeky. That's as if that was planned. This is a counter at the moment. It's live counter, so if you're on Facebook and you haven't liked our Facebook page, hit the like, you'll see it go up. Most people hit down at this point. And then hit like again later, but come back to me. That is our counter. When we hit 14,000, we'll be doing another 1,000 giveaway, which will hopefully probably not happen before we already owe you for the 13,000. If you're new to the Alakazam, basically we hit 13,000 likes, we're going to be giving away £1,000 worth of our products, or it'll be over £1,000 if I have anything to do with it. There you go, probably down. So guys, hit the like, let's get us up to 14,000. Like and share our page and allow the notifications. It will let you know when these videos go live. And let's head over in a second. Let's just put the code up one more time, because if you haven't got in, then head over to crowdpurr.live. There's the event code. I'm going to join you guys on there, because being me, I don't fully understand how Pete uses this, so I'm just going to play the game, I think, would probably be best. So head over there, type in that code. I'm going to do the first 2 questions now. So let's go to crowdper.live and let's play. So I did say that these are slightly easier, these questions. So let's have a look at question number 1. And remember, get in quick and get it right. You got more chance of winning this game. So, how are we doing, Chris?
Well, Pete does this bit.
Does he?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, that's nice of you to let me know that. So let me go and set this live over here. I'll tell you what we'll do. Come back to me, Chris. Yeah, I'm going to drop you in a trailer and I'm going to set this up because it's just been made aware to me that this is my job. So welcome to the live, guys. What we're going to do is take a little look at a trick that I learned the day I got back in. It's very straightforward. It is amazing. We're waiting on our next batch of these. They're due in tomorrow. And the by Bob King, it's an old trick that's sort of been pushed back into the limelight and it's fantastic. So let's take a look at Rematched by Bob King. Show you a little trick. We're actually going to play a little game.
Okay.
All right, and you got a little button here.
Ooh.
Yeah, that will come into play in just a moment. Because this game is called Will the Jacks Match.
Ooh, okay.
Are you lucky in games?
What's the story?
What's the story? What's the message? What's the message?
What's the message?
I'll explain. Basically, we have just one pair out of these 10 cards, and that pair is the Jack of Hearts. Okay? So we're going to play a game called Will the Jacks Match. I'm going to split these cards up because all the other cards are very different. Okay, so I'm going to put 5 of the cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the other 5 are going to be face up. And obviously there's a Jack in each half, okay? So the idea is for the Jack to match. If it matches, I win. If it doesn't, you win. So the odds are heavily in your favour. And the way we're going to do this is by randomly spelling, which is going to mix up the cards.
Okay.
And what we're going to spell is the phrase, will the Jacks match.
Okay.
Now, it's one letter for each card, but at any time you hit the buzzer, I will swap from the packet I'm switching in, there you go, to the other packet.
Just practicing, yeah.
Got it?
That's good. Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, so do you want me to start here or here?
Oh.
I know.
Wait there, can I? Let's start with this one.
This one?
Yes, please.
So the first word is will, W-I-L-L.
Okay.
And any time you hit the buzzer, I will change pack. So that's W, no, I, L, okay, and L. So that will give us one face up, one face down. We won't look till the end. That's the first pair, okay? So you get what we're doing now?
Yes.
Where do you want me to start?
Wait there, can I? Let's go for this one this time.
This one?
Yeah.
So will the, so the T-H-E, so T, H, E. Okay, great. So there's one up, there's one down.
Oh.
No one, all the Jack's still here.
Oh.
There we are. So, here or here?
Let's go for this one.
This one. So will the card, Jack, sorry, J, A, C.
Making sure you're not getting that Jack, Dave.
S.
Yeah.
Here we have it. Just here.
Strategic.
All right. This is crazy. Okay, but you don't know what's going on over here.
No. That's
Yeah,
true.
the Jack could be out here. Will the Jacks match? So last one, M-A-T-C-H. Where do we start?
It's too much pressure. Go on, go for this one.
You are taking this very seriously.
Yeah.
M.
Cool.
A. All right. Okay. T. C. H.
Right, I think I've done it. I think
Right.
I've lost.
Okay, so that leaves this one with this one. So let's take a look first. We'll save this one to the end. Let's move this back here. So the Queen of Hearts has got the. You want the Jack?
Ah.
The Nine of Spades. Not a match. Okay. The Three of Diamonds has got
Oh,
the Eight of Clubs. Not a match.
not looking good, David.
It's looking good for me, mate. The Nine of Clubs has got
Oh.
the Two of Diamonds, which gives you one. I mean, you're in complete control of the mixing here.
All right, yeah. Oh.
Which is great because after all that mixing, didn't matter because I still managed to win with the Jack finding the Jack. Now, I'll let you in a secret. I'm not actually cheating. I'm using magic.
Oh, is that what you call it? Okay.
Yeah, because, you know, this is the only pair that matches. But, you know, if I want to really cheat, I use magic, I do this. Just over the top of this little packet here. Because now this becomes a matching pair. This becomes a matching pair. This one becomes a matching pair. And you guessed it, last but not least, there you have a perfect matching pair. And an incredible little trick. Alright, so that was Rematch. It's a fantastic trick. It's so easy to do. You don't really need, if any, sleight of hand knowledge at all. The cards kind of do the work for you and you just follow the procedure. I really love the idea of having the buzzer there, or in the shop we've got one of the bells, and it just gives the audience something to do in that moment and they are in complete control. It's so easy to do, it's very visual and no one expects the ending. It got me. I was like, what? It really is a great little trick. Love packet tricks again. I've sort of reborn the love for packet tricks, and just for 10 cards, that's a lot of magic. So they're called Rematch. They're due in tomorrow. So we had a bunch of them. They've sold out already, and we didn't even talk about it. I think it was just the trailer itself sold them out. So now that I've managed to get my hands on one, this is the only one we have at the moment. And yeah, they'll be shipping out as soon as they're in. So they're due in tomorrow. We've got another batch available to us. So to secure your copy, I will go and pre-order them and they'll ship out as soon as they're in. But that is Rematched and put out by Kmart Magic, which is owned now by Liam Monche, who is a complete dude. I love Liam, he's awesome. So check that out. Now, in typical Dave Loosely fashion, I'm not 100% sure as to what the heck's going on here, but I'm going to give it a go. If this doesn't work, then chances are it'll be another performance or something where I try and work out what's going on. But make sure that you're over on CrowdPer right now, because it's either going to work or not going to work, and then I might have to interrupt Peter Nardi's holiday. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. All right, so if you head over to CrowdPer, guys, let's take a look and see if this works. If you get ready for question 1, we'll see what happens. I'm going to hit this button here and here. Yay. Boom! Right, there we go. Oh no, he set it to 30 seconds as well. Andy set this quiz up for me, so you've got 30 seconds to answer each one. But again, it's whoever gets in the quickest will basically win the points on this. Which of the following is a gimmick that can help you make a coin disappear? Now you can see that this week already is slightly easier, so speed is really going to be important here for you guys. So that was question number 1. I'm hoping that I just hit this button here for number 2. There we go. Which of these magicians is not from Spain? Which of these magicians is not from Spain? Is it A, Danny Ortiz, B, Felix Bodden, C, Woody Aragon, or D? I'm not even going to there we go. There's your 4 answers. And which one do you believe it is? 5 seconds left on there. And I'm going to do one more question before we move on. So some of you are liking the 30 seconds. Someone's saying won't let me select an answer. Is that for everyone? Let me know, guys, because there's no point in me doing this quiz if you can't answer. I believe there's 27 of you playing out there, so it should be alright. I am going to, I know there's a delay, but yeah, no answer there. So I'm going to try question number 3. So next one. Oh mate, what's going on with the names? Quinto Marucci, we'll go with that, was the real name of which legendary magician? Is it A, Erdonez, B, Marlowe, C, Slidini, or D, Houdini? A, Erdonez, B, Marlowe, C, Slidini, or D, Houdini? And there's 4 seconds left on that, and then we're going to come back to me, and they are your first 3 questions. Yes, I'm happy to myself that we actually got this working. Someone's saying, Craig Burns saying, I don't think it's working. I'm still waiting for the for the easy quiz. Right. No. Okay, fair enough. I didn't know number 3, but 1 and 2 I was pretty quick on. We can't give them all to you. We can't give them all to you, Craig. But you actually made me think that it wasn't working. So, you know, fair dues to you. And I just quickly asked Chris, at this point, is this my job to have a look at the leaderboard as well?
No, it's mine, but I can't. I'm having trouble doing the leaderboard, believe it or not.
Brilliant. I'll leave that with you, Chris, that you have a look at the leaderboard. And someone says, Shelf, come on, Dave. You're the elf. Take stuff off the shelf. Oh, I will. I've got it already and planned for you, Mark. I'm one step ahead. And I will talk about this. I'm going to drop a trailer in as well. This isn't even on the site as of yet, so it's going to be just a little heads up, really. This is the place we always tell you, make sure if you can make the lives or watch them on replay, then do, because we always drop little hints in. So over the next few days, or maybe early next week, this is going to drop, and it is by Andy Smith, our very own Andy Smith. This was filmed a long time ago, and it's been something we've sort of held back. And well, basically the true story is Andy had to watch the edit and just confirm that he was happy with it, and it took forever. Now he has. Here's the product, and it's ready to go. It's called Guaranteed Win, all right, and it's by Andy Smith. Before I play this, I just want to let you know that Andy's course is available, and I'm going to let him talk to you about it. Chris, if that's all right, we're going to drop the trailer. This is Andy's Academy course, which is coming very soon, so let's check that out. Or not.
Hi guys, I'm super excited to tell you about my Alakazam Academy, Missing Pieces, which is due to air on the 14th of November. We're going to be talking about all types of different magic, but specifically magic with cards, coins and general close-up. Among some of the things we'll be taking a look at is my approach to sleight of hand, to rehearsal, introducing misdirection, different types of misdirection, and my journey into stand-up magic and the way that I've introduced humour into my act. So my name's Andrew Paul. Join us here on the Alakazam Online Academy on the 14th of November for the Missing Pieces.
Alright, so that's Andy's Academy. It's coming up very soon, so make sure you check out on our site. I know someone will probably drop a link on there, so check that out, because he's going to be teaching a ton of stuff. I am very lucky. I'm going to be sat next to him on his academy. We're going to be breaking down a load of different styles of magic, but also answering your questions, because that's what the academies are all about. I was going to go into his new trick trailer, but I have Chris hidden here trying to sort out how the leaderboard works. If you hit that, mate, that may have done something.
Maybe let me go and have a look mine.
Yeah. I love this. Yeah, sorry, as I was saying, so check that out. If you haven't done an academy before, guys, get over there. They're great fun. It's live interaction with you at home. You can ask any question you like and it will get answered. I know Tony says we can see me. Well, it's only me, Tony, so I can't pass to anyone else to talk while all this craziness is happening. I think Chris is having his own little fun and games in there to try and see how many times today he can wind me up. So let's take a look, hopefully, at the leaderboard. There we go. There we go. All right, so Trevor, congratulations to you. Trevor Hargreave is 290 points. Ian Raymond Walker is 281. Richard Groom is 274, and they all got 3 out of 10 questions right. But you can see how the speed here has changed between first and third. So Trevor is quick on the button there and is leading. Only by a little bit though. 9 points over Ian Raymond Walker. So all is to play for, as I say. And the people that are lower down, do not worry. There's still a chance for you guys to get in the game. If you answer the next couple correctly, quickly, and Trevor fails on 1 or 2, then you could still come up and possibly win. So I'll be going over to the next questions now that we've got this kind of going and working. And now I can relax a little bit. Onto this. This is what I wanted to show you. So this is called Guaranteed Win. It's by Andy Smith, our very own Andy Smith. And Andy is fantastic at these kind of gambling style routines. But do not fear, because I know when a lot of people hear this, they're like, oh, I can't second deal, or do all these fancy moves. This is a really cool visual routine. It comes with the gimmick cards and a DVD, and it's called Guaranteed Win. And I'm going to let you see the trailer for it before anyone else right now.
What if you had the ability to control cards, changing their values at will, giving yourself the perfect hand each and every time? I set out to create a gambling-based, ultra-visual packet trick, and after more than 2 years of refining, I finally arrived at what I consider to be the perfect version. It's visual, quick, multi-phased and easy to follow, even if your spectator knows absolutely nothing about poker. And it uses these cards here, just these 4 cards here. These are jokers,
Yeah.
and you know that jokers are wild, right? In fact, you can see that every single one of these is the same joker. Do you want to just check that out for me? Can I just also tell you that the ink doesn't rub off of there, right?
No.
And I'll show you how this works. We're just going to leave this here for just a second. So, if you don't mind, you just reach in and take out a card for me. That's it, that's brilliant. Okay. It doesn't matter if I see what the card is.
Ten of spades.
The 10 of spades, that's perfect. So what we do is we take the 10 of spades and we put it in amongst the jokers, and all we have to do is just wait just a second. And what you'll find is that each one of the jokers now takes on the look of the 10 of spades. Now there is a problem with this, and that is that if we were playing cards and you saw more than one 10 of spades, you think that there was something fishy going on, right? So I've isolated what the problem is. The problem is this joker.
Okay.
What you need is what's in here.
Okay.
Okay. Now this one is different to the other one. In fact, this is a guaranteed joker. And because it's a guaranteed joker, that means that the outcome is better. In fact, that means that I'm guaranteed with a good hand. Now in blackjack, well, that's not blackjack, that's only 20, but I don't play blackjack, I play poker. And what is a far better hand for poker is a raw flush in spades, just like that. Thank you.
Crazy.
Thank you.
Thanks.
My name is Andy Smith, and this is Guaranteed Win.
Alright, so that's a first look at Andy's first ever release, actually, which is very exciting. It's called Guaranteed Win. Now, the proper sort of promo and the push on this and letting you guys know about it is going to be happening at a little later date, probably next week. So you're the first people to hear about this, so keep your eyes peeled on the site. It's a great little trick, and it's exciting that Andy's got his first trick coming out, and now his academy to follow it, because although you may speak with him on the phone, you don't see him as much behind the camera, but he is a fantastic magician, and I urge you, if you haven't got a ticket for his academy, to definitely check it out. And keep your eyes peeled for that as well, Guaranteed Win. I didn't ask whether I was allowed to talk about this, but I decided as I'm here on my own, I kind of do what I want today, so if I get told off, apologies. Pete. So anyway, that's Guaranteed Win, and I'm looking forward to it myself. Get ready for crowd play. We're going to head over there in just a second and do another couple of questions. But I wanted to tell you that these are in as well. If you've got the first and second, it says that this is a 4th edition. I can only assume that the first ones were the sharks that were put out, because I only remember the blacks and the reds, and now the greens. So there was like an edition which had sharks instead of the lines on the back, so I can only assume that was number 1. But this is version 4 of the elites. These are the green ones, and they are lovely. If you haven't seen these before, I mean, if you know them, you could probably use them now, looking at them on the screen. They are superb, and the greens have got a couple added extra features in them as well, or places that you can read. And they kind of fly under the radar, but you can read these from quite a distance, and that's, I love these sort of marked decks. I work with the penguin ones at the moment just because their price point is great, and you know, I can get them signed and not worry too much about them. But I kind of wouldn't work with them if the lighting wasn't how I wanted it. The great thing about this is you can read this at a distance. Now, a lot of people I know struggle with their sight when it comes to this, and the last thing you want to be doing is what I call the nardy. Occasionally, in the shop when he needs to do something with this, he'll have his glasses off and he'll go, okay, pick a card. Okay. Yeah, which is a little giveaway. So, he doesn't actually do that in performance, he's only messing around. So what you want is to be able to see these at a distance. And the great thing about this is I can have this right down here on the table and I am staring. I can see exactly what it is. I haven't got to lean in or make sure that it's placed right here. And the freedom of this is lovely. The thing with this deck is there's a few more markings on it now. You can spread like this and read from a spread. It's actually 4 points of markings on it. The quality of the cards are lovely. I think these ones actually riffle slightly nicer than the others. I may be wrong, it may be the exact same stock on there, but the bottom only states who it was designed by. It doesn't give the quality of the cards or the company. So, but check them out, they're lovely. So these are DMC Elites, the greens. And what they've done, which is quite nice, because I think a lot of people, they buy a marked deck and they don't really know what they've got it for. Some people will buy it knowing exactly what to use it for, but others, you know, not too sure. So what he's done, he's put together a little book, and this is fantastic. It looks like a passport, but it gives you a few routines with a marked deck of cards. It also gives you a bit of background on the marking system and introduction in here as well. But you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different routines and additional resources as well, and it's all been nicely printed in this book, which looks like a passport. Phil Smith, his attention to detail in anything he produces is amazing. So if you're going to grab a deck of these, even if you're going to grab a deck of the Penguin mark cards, I would highly recommend picking up one of these as well, just to give you great little ideas of what you can do with the deck. So they are the DMCs, the greens, and we're going to head back over and do the next questions. So the next 3 questions, guys, head over to CrowdPer. There's still 45 of you out there, so thank you for sticking with me. And I'm going to go on to question number 4. Right there. So you've got 30 seconds. I've decided not to change it based on the basis that I don't know how. So, question number 4, 30 seconds. Who is the only magician to make 3 appearances on Penn and Teller Fool Us? Who is the only magician to make 3 appearances on Penn and Teller Fool Us? A. Sean Farquhar, B. Shin Lim, C. Costa Kimlet, or D. Paul Gertner? If you've been following the Penn and Teller, you probably, that's why I say this is quite easy. But if you haven't, then obviously it's not that easy. That's question number 4. On to question number 5. The United States Playing Card Company is based in which US state? Mark Hall, you've probably got a head start on this, so you're getting nice and quick. A. Kentucky, B. Tennessee, C. Indiana, or D. Missouri? So, the United States Playing Card Company. This is a tricky, well, I would say it's a tricky one. I'm familiar with where they used to be, because then they moved, didn't they? So, 5 seconds left on this. And you're done on that one, which will go over to the next one. What is the name of the effect that sees a regular coin change into a different one as the hand passes over it? A. Witchcraft, B. Spellbound, C. Hocus Pocus, or D. Sorcery? Ooh, it's tricky. 5 seconds left on that one, guys. And there you have it. So, if you want to pop back to me, that's great. That's 6 questions, I believe. So, let me hit this and we can take a look at the leaderboard. Is that all good, Chris? Yep. Oh, okay. So, first place now is Richard Groom. So, the leaderboard was pretty much changed. We then got Tony Awesome Dawson in second and Fig Newton in third. So Tony is on the heels pretty much of Richard. So, but there's still time. There's still time for Fig to probably come back in it. And who else have we got below? Okay, there's not time if you've got 50 points. But everything to play for the top 8, I guess. And as I say, I'm going to be giving away this, which is the collection by Etienne Pragier. So I am going to, it might be a shorter one this week, because as I say, it is me on my own. So, you know, apologies if it is going to be shorter. But I am going to try and look through and see if you guys are, because I'm missing your questions because I'm only focusing on you. So apologies for this. But let me have a little look through, because I was looking for some funny jokes from you guys. How does Dave wear his trousers? Loosely. Very good. Very good. Who else have we got? Let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to work down from there, guys. Remember, get them in, because I'm going to give away one of these blue mugs, and there's only a few people that have put jokes in there. A couple of jokes I'm not going to reread, but I have noted them and they're quite funny, so well done. Let me just read this. Okay, no. Are we sure this is live? It's definitely live, Steve. I mean, you couldn't fake this. They should go to the Christmas party as the elf on the shelf. I would be up for that. I love the whole elf on the shelf thing. I'd be up for doing it. We should. I think it looks like we're doing a Halloween version by the looks of it. But I definitely think we should do an elf on the shelf on the vlog. And no, I don't want to be the elf on the shelf. It's not reinforced, so that won't work. I don't know whether I've just missed a load of these jokes, but I can't see a lot on there. So I'll have a little look through. I'll drop one more trailer. But I am going to tell you that this is now back in stock. They came in today. All of the people that have pre-ordered for the second batch, yours is being sent out today. It is a really, really cool trick. The more I've seen Pete perform this, the more I like it. It's very clever. Asta's a great creator anyway, but yeah, this is just a little bit different for that style of effect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a couple more questions, drop this in, finish with the questions, give away the stuff, and then leave you to enjoy your Tuesday afternoon and go for a lie down, because this has been exhausting, quite frankly, on my own. But hopefully you're enjoying it. This is why we do it. There's still 45 of you watching, so I'm assuming that you're enjoying it. You're still here, so I appreciate it. What do you call a magician's dog? A labracadabrador. Very good. I like that, Tony. Very good. Not who's Harry Houdini videos recorded for Alakazam. Very good. I actually like the creativity that you're getting us involved in your jokes. I like that. I'm going to read some of these in a minute when we drop this, but let's do a couple more questions and see how you guys are getting on. So if I hit that should hopefully go for the next question. So this is question number 7. And there it is. Tommy Cooper. Oh, easy one. Come on. Tommy Cooper was famous for wearing which type of hat? Top hat, fez, bowler hat, or beret? This is, come on. This could get you nice and quick in the game. If you got that in the first couple of seconds, that will give you full points there. So still 10 seconds left on that one. Which, yeah, I don't know whether the 30 seconds is a good thing or a bad thing. It gets more people, I think, in the game for longer. So that is question number 7. Let's hit on question number 8. Sam the Bellhop was a routine made famous by which modern Chicago-born magician? Ooh. Is it Ed Marlowe, Simon Black, Alan Ackerman, or Bill Malone? Probably one of my favourite magicians. And that is question number 8. It's where I'm going to leave it. So just 5 seconds left there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Brilliant. So I did say, it's come back to me, Chris. I did say that we were going to do a little bit of magic news. basically, I'm going to be reading off of Magic Week. So if you haven't checked out Magic Week, check it out by Duncan Cho. Keeps you up to date with news weekly. It is mainly, I think, UK based, but they do put when tours are going out and about, so it is worth checking. Tomorrow night, am I right? Tomorrow is Halloween, is it 31st? Yeah. So tomorrow night, there is a programme on ITV2. It's called Live and Deadly and then Drowned by Ben Hanlon. So that sounds interesting. It sounds he's got a live show going on and he's trying not to get drowned, I guess. But if you're in tomorrow night, check that out. I think it starts at, is there a start time? It's 90 minutes and 9 p.m. tomorrow night. So yeah, Magic on TV is always great. I think I've just recently watched as well, if you're a Netflix fan, I've just recently watched Darren's latest venture, I guess. You can't call it a magic show. I'd be interested to hear what your thoughts are actually on it. It got not very good reviews for because they were saying it was very straying away from doing what he does best, which is magic. But I don't know. I quite enjoyed it. It was very different. I like his shows because they are very different. If you saw the push that he did, I thought that was intriguing and is very ballsy and takes a lot of guts to do the sort of shows that he does. No one else is doing it on TV. And I really, really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, check it out. The quick premise to the show is the fact that he basically convinces somebody to take a bullet for somebody else. And it's very interesting, the whole process he goes through to do it. But yeah, I thought it was fantastic. So I would be interested to hear your thoughts on it. If you have seen it, if you haven't seen it, head over to Netflix and watch it. It's a good watch. There's a lot of cool magic that's coming on Netflix, and I know a lot more magic is coming onto Netflix as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I think Netflix is $7.99 or so a month, and even with the magic aside, some of the series and stuff that's on there is incredible. They haven't endorsed me to say that. I'm just saying it myself. It'd be good if they had endorsed me, I'll tell you. Alexander Ross has got to go. No worries, mate. Thank you for joining us. Never criticise someone until you've walked a mile in their shoes. That way, when you criticise them, they won't be able to hear you from that far away. Plus, you have their shoes. Yeah. The thing is, it's so easy for people to criticise these days, isn't it? And I just think if you take away what the actual show and you see the process, the thinking and the thought behind that, the creative thought behind that is worth it on its own. I think what they've done is pretty incredible, but each to their own. I absolutely love the program, so do check it out. Yeah, a lot of the how many magicians does it take to screw a light bulb? 5, 1 to screw it in, and 4 to tell you 10 different methods. As Martin Cox, thanks for joining us, mate. Good to hear from you, or to see your name there. I will tell you as well, if you are near Portsmouth, this Sunday, 4th of November, in Portsmouth is the District Magic Circle Jumbo Day. Portsmouth and District Magic Circle Jumbo Day. The Jumbo Day is fantastic. It's a whole day of magic, lectures in the daytime, dealers, like second-hand boot fair style room as well, and then in the evening they normally have a gala show. I've been a part of that a couple of times, and it's always a fantastic day. It's never really that expensive to be a part of the day, so do make sure if you're in the area, drop in, grab a ticket for that. I know you've got Etienne Pradier is going to be lecturing there, and Dave Jones as well. If you don't know the name Dave Jones, check it out. I mean, to see him lecture live, I don't see his name pop up that often, which is a real shame because he's a fantastic magician. So that's this Sunday, 4th of November. It's a whole day thing over in Portsmouth. So there's that for your diary this week. And I will leave it at that. I think the last thing, if you're Pete Furman fans and Ali Cook fans, they are ending their tours now. They're coming to an end. Ali's last tour ends on the 17th of November and Pete's is on the 10th of November. So if you like a fun night out and you get your comedy and your magic, then check those out, their websites, or head over to Magic Week and see much more detail than what I've been talking about all written up over there. But I wanted to talk a little bit of magic news, because you might have a free weekend this weekend and be not too far away from Portsmouth. There you go, I've made your weekend for you. So I'm going to now head back over here. I'm going to do one question before going into this, and then I'm going to do my last question and I will say goodbye. So do you need me to hit that button again, Chris? No, you're good? Alright, so question number 9. What is the title of the documentary film about the life of Richard Turner? Now, I'm yet to see this, but I've heard amazing things. So if you have seen it, let me know what you think. And if you haven't, check it out, because Richard Turner is incredible. Is the film called A, Dealt, B, Hustler, C, Shark, or D, Aces? A, B, C, or D? Should read some of your jokes here as well. That's it. If you come back to me, Chris. I would just say as well, apologies, I did read a question which somebody said didn't get read last week. It was about YouTube and why is it not live on YouTube. It is apparently on our system, so obviously there is an error there somewhere. I think that is what happened last week, and I've just checked it before we went live today, and it's saying we are streaming and it's telling us the amount of viewers we have. But I tried to look on my YouTube and I couldn't see it. So I do apologise if you can't see us on YouTube. We will rectify that. We will get that up and going. But I did see your question, so I wanted to answer that. Fig Newton, question. How do you get a magician to show you 100 card tricks? Answer, ask to see one. Quite accurate, I will say. But we all love it, don't we? That's, we've been in that position. Someone says, see a card trick, and you're practicing 20, and you go, let me show you one more. What's that say? The magician with a speech impediment who loved his chocolate could perform a lot of Twix. Very good, Joe. Good to see you out there, mate. I hope the tour's going well for you. And it's great to see all these names popping up as well. Thanks for joining us. I know it's a Tuesday afternoon. Still 40 of you out there. Can you shout out my page, please? It's called Alakazam Magic. I'm a magician from the UK. There you go, mate. That's what I'm doing. Shouting out. That's it. So I'm going to drop this in then. These are back in stock. We are excited about these. It's a great product, and I'll let you see the trailer if you haven't seen it already. This is by Astor, and I know when Pete's back we will film our performance as well. So let's check it out. It's called Numbered.
Hello magic friends, this is Numbered. Let's see what are included in the packing. To perform this trick you need a prediction card, a deck of 52 cards, and a QR code app which works on both iOS and Android. You can download it for free. After you downloaded the app, you can use it without any internet connection. Start with showing to the spectator how the app works. If he touches the screen of the phone, the counter starts to scroll the numbers from 1 to 52, and if he touches the screen again, the counter stops at the pressed number. Of course, if the spectator isn't satisfied with the first number, he can try until he will have the feeling of the right number. Let's say that the spectator stopped the counter at the number 15, and even you offered him the choice to change his mind, he is satisfied with the first number. In this case, write the number 15 with a whiteboard marker, dry erase marker, on the yellow sticker. Then ask the spectator to start and stop the counter again and offer him a last choice to change his mind. If he changes his mind, simply clean the number 15 and write the number 5 on the yellow sticker. Let's say that the spectator doesn't change his mind. In this case, take out the deck from the box and count very cleanly, one by one, 14 cards to the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14, and place the 15 card next to the prediction card. Then show to the spectator that if he stopped the counter only with one number before or after the number 15, then one of these two cards would have been in the place of the 15 card. And if he choose any number from 1 to 52, then one of these cards would have been placed next to the prediction card. In this moment, most people think that if the card 15 will perfectly match with the prediction card, then the card was placed using indiscernible sleight of hand techniques during the counting of the cards exactly in the position 15. Therefore, the effect is more stronger when the spectator realizes that the 15 card not only perfectly matches with the prediction card, but it's also numbered. Basically, it's a card at any number effect but on steroids. In similar effects, the card is at the place chosen by the spectator. However, in my version, the card it's not only in the perfect position freely chosen by the spectator, but it's also numbered and is shown to be the only card numbered in the deck. The up can be stopped at any number from 1 to 52.
Alright, so that is called Numbered by Astor. They are in stock and available now, ready for shipping. And it brings us right towards the end of this week's live. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. It's been a challenge for me. Nothing ever goes right when I'm on my own, but I still battle through, so hopefully it was fun. And I'm going to give you the warning now. I said that I didn't give a long enough warning, so get ready. You're about to get your last question, but first... Yeah, but first we're going to take a look at the leaderboard. So let's have a look at how we are here. Oh wow, okay, so Richard Groom is quite a bit, yeah, I'd say quite a bit ahead there. So we're still battle out and see for second and third. But you know, all could change. Well, it probably couldn't, but anyway, let's take a look, guys, for your last question. Let me hit this here. Yeah, if we go up live, Chris?
We're still showing the leaderboard this end.
One sec. It looks like it started.
Yeah, you might be able to go backwards on that.
You can't see it?
Now I'm back on the leaderboard again.
1 second. How's that?
Yeah, now I'm back on the leaderboard again.
Is that back on the thing?
That's question 9.
Yeah, okay, right, go live.
Yeah, well, we've had this one.
Right, pop it up on the screen.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah,
I mean, we've had that one.
there we go, number 10. So, and finally, thank God, is the title of the latest book by which magician? Is it Ricky Jay, Harry Lorraine, Paul Gordon, and Michael Close? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. So 10 seconds left. And finally is the title of the latest book by which magician? I didn't know this one, so well, process of elimination, I could possibly work it out. And that is the end of the quiz. Yes. I'm actually relieved for that. That's great. So we should have a winner now, and the winner is going to win this, the collection by Etienne Pradier. So shall we have a look? Do I need to click here? Let me click here. There we go. Let's take a look of the winner of today's competition over on the leaderboard. Is Richard Groom. Congratulations to you, Richard. you are the winner of this awesome DVD set, and we will go for the answers hopefully in just a second. But 863 points. Tony not too far behind. Fig doing well as well. So well done, guys. Thank you for taking part in that. It's always a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. And Richard Groom is a winner. So Richard, you know what to do, mate? Send a email in to Andy. He's next door at the moment. sales@alakazam.co.uk. Just let him know that you won this on today's show, and we will get that out to you. So all that's left to do is to take a look at the answers to the competition, and I'm going to give a mug away as well. And the mug I'm going to give away to, I believe it was Alexander Ross. I enjoyed this one. He says he heard it last week, but I didn't. So what do you call a magician on a plane? A flying sorcerer. Good old classic, funny joke, love it. Alexander Ross, you are now an owner of one of the blue Alakazam Academy mugs. So sales@Alakazam, and we will get that out to you as well. And let's have a quick look and see if we can get this working for the answers to the questions. So if I hit that, that should do that, and we will go back here, and then hopefully that. How's that looking, Chris?
Yeah, it's giving the answers, but it's doing a countdown. But
That's all right. We'll go with that.
that's good enough.
Yeah, good enough for me, mate. There we go. Means we've got 20 seconds to get it. So, which of the following is a gimmick that can help you make a coin disappear? It was D, the Raven. Great utility gimmick if you've never seen that before. The next one. Which of these magicians is not from Spain? And the answer is B, Felix Boden or Boden. The next one, Quinto was the real name of which legendary magician? And the answer was Slidini. The next one was, who is the only magician to make 3 appearances on Penn and Teller Fool Us? And the answer to that, oh, hello. Oh dear. Paul Gertner. There we go. This is painful. And the United States Playing Card Company is based in which US state? Kentucky. That's great. Oh. What is the name of the effect that sees a regular coin change into a different one as the hand passes over it? Answer to that is the spellbound change. It's great. Tommy Cooper was famous for wearing which type of hat? We'll say it together. A fez. There we go. Classic. Sound the bellhop was a routine made famous by one of my famous magicians, favourite magicians, Bill Malone. Number 9 is what is the title of the documentary about Richard Turner? It is Dealt. A fantastic documentary, as I hear. I can't wait to see it. I haven't seen it yet. And finally is the title of the latest book by which magician? Harry Lorraine. And there we have it, guys. I am over the moon that has finished. But we got through it. So round of applause for you, really, for putting up with it. So thank you for joining in. We had like 30 of you playing. So that was awesome. And yeah, just to recap quickly, I've given away everything that I've said to give away. Check these out. These are the passports to the marked cards. They're about £15.50 in answer to the question there. And the decks are about £18, round about that mark. We've got numbered by Astor. We've got the Etienne collection, which if you haven't seen it, check it out. But that is going out to one lucky winner. Thank you so much for joining us. If you've been looking at a Magic Wallet, check out either the Assassin, the new Mayfair Assassin, or the Infinity. And that, I believe, is that. Oh, of course, Rematch as well, which you saw performed earlier, which I love. They're back in hopefully tomorrow, so get your pre-order in for that. I will quickly run to the bottom. And can you tell you that there is just 1,000 back away? Yeah. Harry Nardi says, all right, lads, currently in a queue for the Frozen ride. Brilliant. I know he said to me as well, he's like, no one else would want to go on it, but I really want to go on it. And if they say no, he's just going to moan until they let him go on it. So that's cute that everyone's finally let Harry ride the Frozen ride. And I hope you enjoy it, Harry. Brilliant. All right, that was great. Sorry if you were late. You can rewatch it later. Fantastic. We'll leave it on Facebook. Thank you to Chris, who's been doing the editing at points through today's live. No, thank you, mate. I appreciate it. And I will see you. Well, basically, we've pre-filmed a vlog this week with Jamie, so do check that out. That'll be dropping probably Friday. And I will see you next Tuesday, where hopefully I'll get someone sitting next to me, but I won't promise anything just yet. Thank you for joining us, for all your support. Like us in the usual places, and we'll play you out with the brand new trailer. There it is, to Andy's new effect, Guaranteed Win.
What if you had the ability to control cards, changing their values at will, giving yourself the perfect hand each and every time? I set out to create a gambling-based, ultra-visual packet trick, and after more than 2 years of refining, I finally arrived at what I consider to be the perfect version. It's visual, quick, multi-phased and easy to follow, even if your spectator knows absolutely nothing about poker. And it uses these cards here, just these 4 cards here. These are jokers,
Yeah.
and you know that jokers are wild, right? In fact, you can see that every single one of these is the same joker. Do you want to just check that out for me? Can I just also tell you that the ink doesn't rub off of there, right?
No.
And I'll show you how this works. We're just going to leave this here for just a second. So, if you don't mind, you just reach in and take out a card for me. That's it. That's brilliant. Okay. It doesn't matter if I see what the card is.
Ten of spades.
The 10 of spades, that's perfect. So what we do is we take the 10 of spades and we put it in amongst the jokers, and all we have to do is just wait just a second. And what you'll find is that each one of the jokers now takes on the look of the 10 of spades. Mm-hmm. Now there is a problem with this,
Yeah.
and that is that if we were playing cards and you saw more than one 10 of spades, you think that there was something fishy going on, right? So I've isolated what the problem is. The problem is this joker.
Okay.
What you need is what's in here.
Okay.
Okay. Now this one is different to the other one. In fact, this is a guaranteed joker.
Oh.
And because it's a guaranteed joker, that means that the outcome is better. In fact, that means that I'm guaranteed with a good hand. Now in blackjack, well, that's not blackjack, that's only
No,
20,
yeah.
but I don't play blackjack, I play poker, and what is a far better hand for poker is a raw flush
Wow.
in spades, just like that. Thank
That's
you.
crazy.
Thank you.
Thanks.
My name is Andy Smith, and this is Guaranteed Win.